Hello everyone. In the previous video I have explained you that what is the second order homogeneous differential equation and how to find the solution, general solution of such differential equation. Basically we need to find out two independent solutions of this differential equations. Once we get two independent solution of this differential equation, then the general solution, which is denoted by yg, it will become c1y1 plus c2y2. So basically we want to find out these y1 y2 which are independent. To check whether they are independent or not, the condition is if you cannot write down y1 as some constant time y2, they are not equal, then it means they are independent. The another way to check y1 and y2 are independent, that is with the help of Wronskian. Now what is the Wronskian of y1 comma y2? This is the determinant y1 y2 y1 dash y2 dash. So if this determinant is not 0 for all x in the domain, then we will say that these two solutions, they are independent. And if we get the value of this Wronskian to be 0 for x lying in the domain, then these y1 y2 are said to be dependent. So if we are having more than two solutions, let's suppose y1 y2 y3 and so on till up to yn, and we need to check whether these solutions are independent or not, we can find out the Wronskian of it, y1 y2 till up to yn. This will be the determinant y1 y2 y3 till up to yn, y1 prime y2 prime y3 prime and so on up to yn prime, and so on y1 n minus 1th prime, y2 n minus 1th prime, and yn n minus 1th prime, means n minus 1th derivative of yn with respect to x. So if this is identically 0, then all these solutions are dependent, and if it is not 0 in the domain, then they are independent. So this is another way to check whether your solutions are independent or not. We can find out the Wronskian, which is given by this formula. So if this is non-zero, we will say the solutions are independent, and if it is 0 for x lying in the domain, they are dependent. So we are having this second order homogeneous differential equation, and we want to simplify, we want to solve this, we want to find out the general solution of this differential equation. So we need to find out y1 and y2. Now the first method to find the general solution of second order homogeneous differential equation is when one solution is given, say y1. One solution is already given to us of this differential equation. We need to find out y2 in such a way that they are independent, means y2 cannot be written as some constant times y1. So we need to find out y2 in such a way so that it cannot be written as some constant time y1. So we will put y2 to be some variable function of x times y1. So we assume that y2 to be of the form vx into y1. So let this be the y2 and this be the solution of equation 1. Call this as 1. So if it is a solution of equation 1, it should satisfy equation 1. So we can find out y2 dash, which is v as it is y1 dash, plus y1 as it is v dash, y2 double prime, v as it is y1 double prime, plus y1 prime as it is v1 prime, plus y1 prime v prime, plus y1 as it is v double prime. Now substitute all these value in equation 1. We will have v y1 double prime plus 2 times y1 prime v prime plus y1 as it is v double prime, this is the value of y2 prime, plus px y2 prime. y2 prime is v y1 prime, y1 v prime, plus qx y is v2 y2, which is v times y1 equals to 0. Now we can take v to be common. We get y1 double prime plus px y1 prime plus qx y1, plus we can combine these two terms. This is 2 y1 prime v prime plus y1 v double prime plus px y1 v prime. Now this is 0. Why this is 0? Because it is given that y1 is a solution of equation 1. Now since y1 is a solution of equation 1, this implies y1 double prime plus px y1 prime plus qx y1 is 0. So if this is 0, we can substitute over here y1 double prime plus px y1 prime plus qx y1. This is 0. So we left with only this equation. So what will we have? We have 2 y1 prime v prime plus y1 as it is v double prime plus px y1 v prime. Now we can separate the variables. We can club these v prime to the we can take this term to the left hand side or right hand side. This in left hand side. Take rest all the terms to the right hand side. Right, we can take this term to this side and take this term to this side. Now integrate both sides. So what we have, this is nothing but ln v prime. This is integral of minus px dx. This is minus 2 times ln of y1. We can combine these ln terms. So we get y prime into y1 square ln minus px dx. So v prime will be e to the power integral of minus px dx divided by y1 square. So this implies v will be, once again we take integration and we get this. So this is the formula for v. Once we have the value of v, we put in this formula the value of v and value of y1, we get y2. Once we get y2, the general solution is of the form c1 y1 plus c2 y2. So in this way we can find out the general solution when one solution is known to us. This is the first method. When one solution is given to us, we can find out the next one by taking y2 to be v times y1, where the value of v is given by integral of e to the power integral of minus px dx upon y1 square dx. Px is known to us, y1 is known to us, just substitute over here, simplify this integral, we get the value of v, substitute over here, we get the value of y2. Once we get y1 and y2, the general solution is c1 y1 plus c2 y2. Now just see with the help of an example. Let's suppose we have to solve y double prime minus y is equal to 0 when one solution is e to the power x. So how to do this? We put y2 to be v times y1, where v is integral of e to the power minus integral of px dx divided by y1 square dx. Substitute all the values. What is the value of p? If you compare with the general form, this coefficient is 1 already. What is the value of px? This term is 0, so px is 0. So e to the power 0, y1 is e to the power x, so we get e to the power minus 2x dx integration. So this is minus 2. So this is the value of v. Now put in y2, we get this is e to the power minus x by 2. So the general solution will be a1 y1 plus a2 y2, where a1 and a2 are constant. a1 times e to the power x plus a2 times e to the power minus x by 2. We can club this with constant, so we can call a1 as new constant c1 and a2 upon minus 2 as new constant c2. So this is the general solution. So if we have any constant term with y2, we can club it with c1 and c2. So the general solution of this equation is c1 e to the power x plus c2 e to the power minus x. One more example. Let's suppose we have to solve. Solve means we have to find out the general solution of this differential equation. The differential equation is y double prime x y double prime plus y prime minus y is equal to 0. So now first of all we have to make this coefficient to be 1. So we will divide by y double prime, we get this, and here one solution is given to us as y1 is equal to x square. Now we put y2 to be v times y1, where v is integral of e to the power minus px dx upon y1 square. Now substitute all the values. What is the px? What px is 1 over x. What is the value of y1 square? It is x square. So simplify this integral. We will have e to the power ln x minus 1 over x. So we get this is 1 over x to the power 5. So x to the power minus 4 divided by minus 4. This is the value of v. So what will be our y2? y2 will be minus x to the power 4 by 4 into x square, which is minus x to the power minus 2 by 4. So the general solution will be c1 y1 plus c2 y2. We can club this constant term with c2 and we get the answer as c1 x square plus c2 x to the power minus 2. So this is the general solution of this differential equation.